What if one of history's most powerful gods wasn't just a symbol, but a memory? A memory of something not human, buried in clay tablets, shrouded in myth, and echoed in the stars. Marduk, the god who ruled ancient Babylon, defeated chaos, shaped the heavens, and imposed order on the universe. But some believe he wasn't a god at all. They believe he was something else, an extraterrestrial being misremembered as divine. In this documentary, we trace Marduk's mysterious journey, from myth to messiah, god to alien, revealing how one name could still hold secrets that challenge everything we think we know about our ancient past. Marduk's story begins in the swirling chaos of early Mesopotamian myth. In the Enuma Elish, the world begins with two primal forces, Tiamat, the saltwater goddess, and Apsu, the freshwater god. Together, they birth the first generation of deities, but divine rebellion brews. The younger gods, loud and unruly, anger Apsu, who plots their destruction. Before he can act, the gods strike first, killing him. Tiamat, enraged, births monsters of war, serpents, dragons, and creatures of nightmare. The gods are terrified, all but one. Marduk steps forward, offering salvation, but for a price. If he wins, he becomes king of the gods. They agree. In a battle of cosmic scale, Marduk slays Tiamat with his mighty bow and wind-blown net. He splits her corpse in two. One half becomes the sky, the other the earth. Out of chaos, Marduk forges the cosmos. This was no mere story. It was Babylon's declaration of supremacy, its divine justification for empire. Marduk wasn't just a warrior. He was an architect. After defeating Tiamat, Marduk sets the stars in motion, names the months, assigns roles to other gods, and creates time itself. In myth, he organizes the universe like an engineer or a systems programmer. Each star, each god, each duty placed with precision. His temple, Esagila, in Babylon, wasn't just a place of worship. It was a knowledge center, home to astronomers, scribes, and scholars. Babylonian priests tracked planets, calculated eclipses, and compiled star charts. Was this divine reverence, or a coded transmission of ancient knowledge? Some scholars suggest the Enuma Elish wasn't only myth. It may have encoded astronomical wisdom far ahead of its time. And if Marduk was a metaphor for scientific order, what kind of mind first imagined him? This is where Marduk's myth takes a strange turn. Flying chariots, celestial weapons, beings who descend from the skies with fiery power. To ancient people, these sounded divine. To modern theorists, they sound familiar. Enter Zecharia Sitchin. In his controversial work, The 12th Planet, Sitchin claimed Marduk wasn't a god, but a leader of the Annunaki, extraterrestrial beings from a distant planet named Nibiru. According to Sitchin, Marduk's story wasn't allegory. It was history, retold in mythic form. He argued that Marduk, son of the alien scientist Enki, overthrew rival gods and became ruler of Earth. The details? Genetic manipulation, aerial battles, planetary engineering. To many, it's science fiction. To others, it's a forgotten truth, hiding in plain sight. Marduk's victory over chaos echoes across cultures. In the book of Genesis, God hovers over the deep, separating light from dark, land from sea. Sound familiar? Tiamat's watery body becomes the world, just as the Hebrew deep becomes ordered creation. In Revelation, Michael fights a dragon and casts it from heaven, a battle uncannily similar to Marduk versus Tiamat. These aren't isolated overlaps. Many scholars believe that Babylon's myths profoundly shaped the theological traditions of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And Marduk? He may have been rebranded, his traits absorbed by Yahweh, by Zeus, even by the archangels of later lore, from god of Babylon to template of divinity. When Babylon fell, Marduk didn't disappear. he transformed. In Persia, Zoroastrianism's Ahura Mazda took on Marduk's cosmic engineer role. In Rome, emperors drew on Sol Invictus, invincible like Marduk, celestial in nature. Even the Code of Hammurabi opens with a claim: Marduk appointed the king to bring justice. The divine right to rule? It started here. In esoteric traditions, Marduk appears under other names, linked to planetary forces, solar worship, and arcane wisdom. In conspiracy circles, he becomes something more. Not just a memory, but a presence still watching. A shadow behind history's curtain.
Sitchin's theory links Marduk to Nibiru, a rogue planet said to pass near Earth every few thousand years. He claimed Nibiru's gravity affected planetary orbits, triggering myths and omens. Marduk, he argued, was the face of Nibiru's return. Skeptics call it pseudoscience. NASA says Nibiru doesn't exist, yet the fascination grows. Why do so many cultures speak of sky gods? Why did the ancients obsess over the stars, tracking planets with mathematical precision? And why do so many UFO sightings resemble the descriptions carved into tablets over 4,000 years ago? Are we projecting or remembering? Marduk is more than a character. He's a mirror, a reflection of our desire for meaning. He defeats chaos, creates order, and claims the throne of the cosmos. We tell ourselves we've moved beyond myth, but now we manipulate DNA. We program systems. We talk about terraforming planets. In becoming gods, are we repeating Marduk's story? Perhaps he wasn't just a god or a visitor. Perhaps he was a warning, a blueprint of ambition, conquest, and cosmic responsibility. His myth endures because it speaks to something deep inside us. The need to know where we come from and what came before us. The more we look into these stories, the more we learn, and the more confused we become. For more videos like this, make sure to check our other videos.